We're here today with Klaus Bartosch, Managing Director and Co-Founder of First Group. Klaus, thanks for your time.
Hi David, how are you? Good.
Firstly, can you tell us a little bit about the business, but probably more importantly, the brands that sit under the parent?
Sure, so First Group is the holding company. Now, key consumer-facing brands are myhealthfirst.com.au and petyeti.com.au. MyHealthFirst is a portal that allows consumers to, amongst other things, find and book a range of healthcare services online. And PetYeti is the same underlying technology, but to support the other family members we all have, our fluffy ones, that allow us to look after the health of our fluffy friends as well.
When people think of a health booking system or engine, they think doctors and GPs. This is much more than that.
Look, it's important to understand what the healthcare marketplace looks like. There are about 150,000 potential businesses that represent our addressable market nationally here in just Australia. Only 8% of those are GPs. And so if you think about the healthcare market in the context of there are dentists, physios, chiros, pharmacies, hospitals, a broad range of other healthcare services, and that's the market that we are able to address as a company. And so we're now number one in independent optometry, now number one in pharmacy, number one in vet services, and expanding rapidly in dental, psychology, and the specialist market. We also have customers in GP and other sectors as well, but we continue to grow and establish our presence nationally so that you make the whole process of accessing healthcare services easier. I mean, the real challenge I think that exists in healthcare is tech has been used effectively for delivering medicine, but the way we all as consumers interact with healthcare services hasn't changed in a century. And to think about it, we all get on the phone to book an appointment, and yet here we are in the digital age, we do everything online, but our healthcare service providers continue to use traditional methods, the same methods they've used for 100 years in the way in which they engage us. And so our opportunity and what we're building is the ability for you as a consumer to engage through digital channels with healthcare services more easily, more quickly. So in time, book, pay, claim, educate, all the things you might want to do when properly interacting with healthcare services. And the best part about our business and what drives us very strongly is the fact that we drive incredibly good healthcare outcomes for people. Getting you into healthcare services early when a symptom or a problem first presents always results in better outcomes. And that's what our company and what we're doing is solving.
For people who are new to the company, what should they have seen over the last 6 or 12 months that you've achieved?
Yeah, so I co-founded the company 8 years ago, and in the last year in particular, there have been some fairly significant new landmark deals that we've signed. One with Medibank, one with Benestar Group, and one with St Vincent's Health Australia. What's important about those 3 deals is the acceleration of growth and the number of sites or practices that our business is growing by. So traditionally, we've typically grown by about 2,000 sites a year, 2,000 practices or businesses a year. That is now accelerating quite strongly as a result of these key 3 major deals. So Medibank are now actively promoting our service to their preferred healthcare service providers to come onto our platform for the benefit of their members. Benestar is a group that service employees and provide them with mental health and other wellness services. They're a market leader in their space, and they're working with us to bring over 2,600 psychologists onto our platform to allow us to more easily address the problem of access to mental health services. And St Vincent's Health are working with us to bring specialists onto the platform. So those 3 deals are going to accelerate our growth well beyond the 2,000 sites per year we normally do. And I think what that means is that you'll progressively see throughout this fiscal year we hope an acceleration of our underlying growth of our business. This half I think will be quite important and will set up the continued growth and acceleration of our business going forward. And so for someone who started the company 8 years ago, that's pretty exciting to see such big brands and important companies back our business as strongly as they have.
Annuity business and easily scalable?
So we are a recurring revenue annuity business. So we have a range of recurring revenues from subscription fees that we charge doctors for our service, advertising fees that we charge a variety of businesses, including the practices who come onto our business, and usage fees. And then there's one-off fees for setup fees. So the 3 recurring sources of revenue we have are subscription revenue, advertising revenue, and usage revenue. And over the coming weeks and months, we expect to see increasing contributions made from the advertising revenue and usage revenue piece to our business. So the simple way to break down our business model is the number of sites that we accelerate and grow the business by, and the increased revenue we generate per site. And we increase the revenue per site by adding more products and services on top of the relationships we have with the customers we're creating. We're ultimately a software as a service company. We're building a network, and the network effect will start to impact and accelerate the growth of our company going forward. So getting more consumers interacting with our business, getting more providers onto the platform, providing more value-added services on top of that is kind of the underlying matrix that makes up our business model.
Looking forward, what should investors focus on?
Site growth, additional products per site, and increased revenue per site is what's key. That will allow people to better understand the kind of recurring revenue growth that exists in our company going forward. And I think the fact that we're already number one in 3 key markets and looking to become number one in other key healthcare markets, I think is very telling and revealing as well about the credibility of what we're building and the scale of what we're building. What we do here in Australia has relevance internationally. We're already now established in New Zealand, and I expect over time we will also look to expand offshore. But right now the marketplace in Australia is significant. The addressable market in terms of annual revenue potential that we have available in front of us is $1.9 billion based on our current known products and services. That's a significant runway and a significant opportunity for us. So we have a long way to go, and expecting to build a fairly significant company over the coming months and years.
A driven co-founder focused on success with big partners and big plans. Klaus, thanks for your time.
Thank you.